This is the guy that I wrote the golf ads for. This is the part of the quote I like. He consistently hits home runs for us. A 20-to-1 return on profit is not unusual. That's what we were used to getting back in those heady days in the 90s. Has everybody seen the golf ads that I wrote? That's probably what I'm most known for. I think the first one was the amazing secrets of the one-legged golfer. Allows you to hit further and straighter than ever before, or whatever that was. There was nothing like that out in the magazines, and we started putting those ads in. And at first, the salesman at the magazine tried to talk my client out of running the ad, because the ad was going to cost them $100,000. It was going to take over a month to hit the newsstands. And these are 3-page ads with just copy in the headline. And they begged him. They said, this is not going to work. This is embarrassing. It's nonsense. And my clients had promised to run everything I wrote for them. That's how they got me to write for them in the first place. So they ran it and it worked. And by the third and fourth time they started inserting the ad into the magazine, then the salesman got pissed off, and the editorial staff started positioning the ad farther and farther back in the magazine, trying to kill it because they thought it ruined the look of the magazine. Now, if you go there, the entire magazine has kind of changed because there's a lot more direct response in there than there was before. So we were actually changing markets. Tripling, I love this. I'm on her Christmas gift list for life for tripling response. And that was just a hook. That was the power of hooks. Conversion quadruple. These are not unusual results that we get from old school stuff. And by old school, of course, I'm talking about when I first got started, I found those books. I mentioned it, Think and Grow Rich. There was Tested Advertising Methods by John Caples. And that was pretty much my arsenal at the time. That and Dale Carnegie's book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Has everybody here read that? Yeah. Has anybody not read that? Raise your hand. You've all read it? Good. Great. It used to be called the Salesman's Bible. Just with those things, and then I got into Claude Hopkins, which was written in the 1920s. Claude Hopkins was a kind of a secret handshake that we had back then. That's how I got to see Jay Abraham. Through Jay Abraham, I met Gary Halbert. I met Jim Rutt and a lot of the other guys that became my mentors over the years. So it was all old school. And Claude Hopkins, you've all read that, right? My Life in Advertising and Scientific Advertising. Was out of print actually for a short time back then. So not only was he not being listened to, he wasn't even being read by advertising men out there. So as part of the old school process, we talked about the old stuff and we started to use it and we became very successful. And for the people who weren't paying attention, they didn't understand that we were channeling old school tactics into modern marketing.